Sparking Zero just got some new DLC and a much needed patch that adds a lot of things we asked for and even things we didn't ask for. Some of these patch highlights include 10 and 20 DP battles, in addition to the 15 DP battles already in the game. Retro sound effects, making some of the sounds exactly like Tenkaichi, including the iconic... Damn, I missed that. They gave us actual real combos after a step in. Perception now costs 2 skill points to counter heavy attacks. Z-burst dashes are cheaper once again, and many more notes. I think this is an awesome patch for those that are able to enjoy Sparking Zero for what it is. No matter how perfect the patch is though, I don't think it will ever be enough to change people's minds about this game. In general, a lot of people felt betrayed by Sparking Zero, but patches like these are incredible to cultivate the community that did stick with it, even if that community ends up being smaller than initially anticipated. But today I want to focus on the Daima DLC Pack 1, which brings us a total of 8 or 9 characters depending on how you look at it, which is a bit less than the Superhero Pack, but I'm also expecting a different price on this one. Right now we're on early access, so the price of this pack isn't available yet, but doing some quick math, Superhero was $70.99 for 11 characters, which makes each character cost 1.64 euro. If this is how much each character costs in the Daima pack, the price would be 13.12. That means if they charge $12.99, that's actually a good price for this, but if they charge $14.99, they're making you pay for Goku Daima again. And that's actually where we should start talking about this DLC, because Goku Daima was a pre-order bonus character, and now they're selling it again, but it's not exactly the same. The Goku Daima in this DLC is the only one that's able to transform, and even though he doesn't take a new slot in the character select screen, you have to equip him as an outfit. Now the outfit changes a few things about this character. He is still mostly the same, and we're gonna see that as we break down the character itself. But if you didn't get Goku Daima because you didn't pre-order, don't worry, you will get this version of Goku, the one that is able to transform and is arguably better than the pre-order bonus. If on the other hand you got the pre-order bonus Goku, then yeah, you got the pre-order bonus Goku, you get nothing else. But that's why this DLC includes 8 characters or 9 if you want to include Goku Mini on that list. Now, something that I thought was kind of a bummer is that every character in this DLC pack only has Japanese voices. Goku Mini used to be the only character in this entire roster without an English voice, and I thought this was the perfect opportunity to correct that, but instead they doubled down and made everyone have Japanese voices only. My guess is that they'll update all of these characters to have English voices once they release the final Daima DLC pack. Also, unlike the previous DLC packs, this one does not come with any new bonus battles. It's just the characters this time around, which adds to that feeling of cutting corners. I mean, they did release a great patch, I do not want to understate that, but compared to what they gave us with the Superhero DLC, this is a much inferior product. Also, I have to point out, we still have no new stages, even though that's the #1 most requested thing by the entire community. All you're getting is new characters and a balance patch, so... yeah, we're still gonna be flying on those same old stages. But rather than flying all over the world, why not instant transmission to any country of your choosing with Surfshark VPN? The only VPN that has reached the coverage of 100 countries and a long-time sponsor on this channel. Go to surfshark.com/Globku and use code Globku at checkout to get 4 extra months for free, whether you use the VPN for security reasons or to watch region-locked content out of any of those countries. If you've watched this channel before, you probably know the drill by now because Surfshark has been supporting what we do here for a very long time. But I've also personally used Surfshark for over 2 years now, and I've never had any complaints. Not from me, not from my viewers. And I use it on multiple devices because they got apps on everything, PC, mobile, consoles, you name it. And it has unlimited logins. One account on as many devices as you want. But if that's not enough, they also have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can always try it out completely risk-free. So go to surfshark.com/Globku and use code Globku at checkout to get 4 extra months for free. The link is down below, and thank you Surfshark for sponsoring this video. But let's take a look at all the characters you get when you buy this pack and how much DP they cost. Goku starts at 4 DP and can only go up to Super Saiyan for now at a 5 DP cost. I'm guessing the rest of the transformations are coming later on the second DLC pack. I wonder how that's gonna work if you only buy DLC pack 2 and not this one, but we'll get there when we get there. Vegeta is the star of the show today, with Base also starting at 4, going up to 5, 6, and 7 as he transforms, which is in line with most Saiyans in the game right now. For the final 3 characters, we've got Glorio at 4 DP, Panzy at 2 DP, and Majin Kuu at 5. We're gonna break down each one of these characters, starting with Goku Daima. Now, base Goku is basically the same character you had on the pre-order bonus, but the new outfit gives him Ki Blasts, a new ultimate, and the ability to transform. Now, there's a chance you want to buy this DLC but don't have the pre-order character, so I'll break him down too. First of all, he's got very limited combo options, but honestly, Flying Kick and Heavy Finish are all you need most of the time. For skills, he has Sleep, which heals him up by 30%, and some buffs to his attack and blast power. His supers are both rush moves, so not a lot of variety there. Cool animations though, and his new ultimate is now an explosive wave that plays this whole animation once it hits. He's a pretty mid character. I think he's a slight improvement over pre-order Goku, who didn't even have Ki Blasts. But let's transform and see if things get better. That is pretty sick. I love the include of that transformation. I love the rock going past his eye, changing the color. That reveal, it was just awesome in the show, and it's awesome in game too. Super Saiyan gains one new combo option. He gets Blaster Wave on the third hit. He's got really good skills with After Image for defense and Instant Spark for offense. That's a massive improvement in my opinion. These supers are unfortunately both rush moves once again, but I do think they cooked extra hard on these animations though. Finally, his ultimate is the Super Kamehameha that he used on Tamagami. And for the rest of the transformations, check back in the summer, I guess, or something, when they release the next DLC, because for now, that is it for Goku Daima. Let's move on to the main character of this DLC, and that's Vegeta. Now, Vegeta starts off the bat with some good combo options. I'd like it better if Heavy Finish or Flying Kicks were up first, but we can't have everything, I guess. For his skills, he's got the Revive Bug, which is a healing skill, healing 40% of his health, and he has After Image, so two very defensive skills, but that healing is very powerful. His supers are pretty generic for the most part, Full Power Energy Cannon and Rising Rush. I do like the animation on his ultimate, it is yet another rush move. So yeah, I think overall this is a very generic character. You just play base Vegeta for the Revive Bug pretty much, which is pretty strong, but not much else to look at here. So let's go Super Saiyan. They swapped the order of Rush Ki Waves and Ki Blast Cannon here, so not a huge difference combo-wise. Everything else about this character is worse than base form in my opinion. Saiyan Spirit and After Image for skills, so that's straight up a downgrade right there. He's got an Energy Volley, has his Blast 1, which in my opinion are the worst kinds of blasts in this game. Blast 2 is a rush, I think it's fine, I guess. The saving grace of this form is the ultimate, which is a Gallic Gun with a great animation. But this is not the character you want to play if you're trying to win, honestly. That said, if we go Super Saiyan 2... Now, this is a really strong character. I think his combos actually get a downgrade by putting Flying Kicks all the way at the back, but everything else about this character is just better. Explosive Wave and After Image Strike for skills, two very powerful defensive moves. Both of his blasts are now projectiles. One is a beam with Gallic Gun, and the other one is a fireball that plays a whole animation on hit. It's a really cool move. But if you want to see the big animation box, you go for his ultimate, which is a Big Bang Attack. Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta is actually a very strong character, but let's go for the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for Super Saiyan 3. That is one of the coolest animations in the entire game. This Vegeta actually has a sick moveset with Heavy Finish and Flying Kicks right at the helm. For skills, they give him what they give all top tier characters, Wild Sense and Instant Spark. I guess we know what these devs like to give characters they want to be strong. I like his Blast 1 a lot. It looks like a simple slash kick, but it's got really good tracking and comes out super fast. Blast 2 on the other hand is a simple rush attack, but it has a pretty cool animation. Hands-free combos for days, baby. And for his ultimate, we have have Gallic do. Sick, and that's Vegeta, a very complete character. Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3 are both very solid characters if you want to win, and base form can actually heal up a lot, so in an emergency, you can always go back to base. That said, we got 3 more characters to check out in this patch, and those are Glorio, Panzy, and Majin Kuu. Let's start with the Gunslinger. Glorio's got some good combo options. I love having Flying Kick that early in the combo string, and he's also the only character with Rolling Hammer in this entire DLC pack. They brought back the pistol charge animation from the Gammas, and his charge Ki Blast is actually a paralysis beam, so that's really awesome. His skills could be better, but they're definitely not bad. You've got an unblockable attack with Spark Bind, and some buffs with Thunder Charge, but these buffs also recover 2 bars of your ki whenever you use the skill. He's got a very cheap Blast 1, which is a nice quick projectile for only 2 bars of meter, and a rush move on his Blast 2, so he's got a nice balanced set of blasts. And his ultimate is an unblockable attack. It's got short range, so you kind of need to set it up, but it's pretty fast and it hits very wide. Plus, the animation is great. I think Glorio is one of the best characters in this pack. He's a great 4-cost character, one of the best in the game, honestly. The thing is, most 4-cost characters can actually transform and become stronger, so I don't know how often you'll get picked. On the other hand, Panzy is an incredible 2-cost character. Heavy finish and flying kick very early in the string, and a couple of awesome skills. One is an unblockable attack, and the other one is Instant Spark. Yeah, Panzy, 2 cost, has an instant spark, because yes. On top of that, I love her blast. She's also got a good projectile that only costs 2 bars, and then she has an unblockable blast that costs 4 bars, an unblockable projectile. So you can set it up in a way that's really hard for the opponent to dodge. And then her ultimate is actually multiple shots, so even if the opponent vanishes one of them, he might still get hit. On top of this, Panzy for some reason can charge ki much faster than normal, so if it wasn't for those 3 pesky health bars she has, she would have been incredibly strong in this game, but I guess for only a 2 cost, you can't have everything. She might be my favorite character of this whole pack though, she feels very unique to play. And last but not least, we have Majin Kuu. They gave him Flying Kick twice in a row, which I'm not a biggest fan of, but at least it's early in the string. Kuu can also heal with Snack Time, but this one only heals him for 20%. It's a pretty fast animation, but not a lot of healing. And then Majin Power, the second skill, is some attacking buffs. And then for Blast, he's got an energy wave that he shoots up, which then lands on your opponent, which means you can kind of force trades with this since you won't enter beam clashes. You just shoot it up and then it lands on your opponent. And then his Blast 2 is a 4-bar unblockable rush charge, and it's a move that's very good at reminding me that Pecan is still not playable in this game. Finally, his ultimate is also a rush move with a pretty cool animation. And that is the Daima DLC Pack 1. This is a DLC that's mainly worth it for Vegeta Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3, as well as Glorio and Panzy. I think those 2 characters are a lot of fun. The rest, honestly, felt kinda mid to me personally. Goku is a big question mark right now. Maybe with the DLC Pack 2, the complete character becomes something cool. But with just Base and Super Saiyan, I mean, the transformation is awesome, and he's got a cool Kamehameha animation, but I didn't feel that cool to play as him, honestly. Overall, this pack is definitely not as good as the Superhero DLC pack. Not in terms of fan service, number of characters, animation quality, or even competitive potential. But hopefully it's also something cheaper. So in the end, it might still be worth it, kind of depends on the price point. I will say though, coming back to this game after not playing it since Superhero was actually a lot of fun. I'm not expecting anything hyper competitive out of this, it's just me and my friends sitting down and messing around with different characters, checking out their moves and trash talking just like back in the Tenkaichi days. It was a blast to try this DLC out and to play in a few online matches, and I think that's in part thanks to the patch, but I also just don't have that unrealistic expectation anymore that this game should be something that it was never designed to be in the first place. But as always, that's just my opinion, and that is gonna do it for the first Daima DLC pack. If you've had a chance to try it out, let people know which characters you liked playing as in the comments down below. Check out our sponsor Surfshark, the link is in the description down below, and for more Sparking Zero, check out this video right here. Thanks for watching.